as I said just now, please make sure that you have your workbooks with you. Okay, we're going to be focusing a lot on the workbook today, and also your standard normal distribution table. Okay, we're going to use that a lot today lah. All right, so let's just do a short recap, okay, of what we have covered so far. So sebelum ini saya sudah cakap bahawa when we talk about normal distributions, the two important numbers is the mean, okay, which I'm going to give as the symbol of mu. Okay, mean is mu, and the variance, which is sigma squared. Okay, and whenever we're given an x value, we can convert the x value into a standard value z because we want to use the table. Okay, we of course, when you are doing like other things that are not exam related, say for example, if you're later when you're doing your project, you want to use Desmos, you can always just use the x, the mean and the standard deviation, sorry, the variance from your data. But because we are now focusing on problem solving involving questions, we have to use a standard mean and a standard deviation. Okay, iaitu mean adalah kosong, okay, dan standard deviation adalah 1. So in order to do that, we have to use the Z formula, okay, which is the x value minus the mean divided by standard deviation. Okay, remember you're dividing by standard deviation, tapi di dalam bracket mesti ditunjukkan variance, bukan standard deviation. Okay, then after that, I taught you how to use the tab 4y innovation. Okay, we put in the x value, we convert the z value, and then we draw on a graph. Okay, we put the z value into the graph, and then we lorek according to what the question is asking. If the question is asking less, then kau lorek sebelah kiri sampai habis. If the question is asking for more, then you lorek sebelah kanan sampai habis. It doesn't matter whether the z value is on the left side or on the right side. Okay, let's say I change this question now. I have Px is more than 28.25. So when you convert to z-score, you get negative 1.5. Then your graph will be like this. Okay, the negative 1.5 still stays on the left side. Tetapi because you are the question asks for more, bila kamu lorek, okay, you have to shade the whole thing sampai habis. Okay, you cannot lorek and then stop at the middle mark. Dia bukan istilah begitulah. Okay, whenever you lorek, there is no end to it. There is no, dia lorek sampai ke jannah lah, sampai infinity. Okay, so that is one thing you need to remember. Whether you're loreking on the left side or on the right side, okay, it is the left and the right side of the z-score. Dan dia mesti dilorek sampai habis. Dia boleh lorek halfway saja. Kecuali kalau soalan dia minta halfway lah. Okay, then selepas itu, from the way that you shade the graph, either this way or this way, you use the standard normal distribution table to find the probability. Okay, now in doing the standard normal distribution table, sometimes kamu boleh baca terus. Kalau your lorekan is like this, if the way that you shade is like this, then you read from the table directly. But if the way that you lorek, according to the question, dia punya area here is more than halfway, lebih daripada separuh, then you got to take 1 minus the reading from the table. Okay, and the third situation, which I told you last week, sorry, 2 days ago, okay, was if let's say the one that you want to count is in the middle. Okay, so you have to read this one, read the Z2, and then this is Z1. You read Z2 and Z1, then you minus each probability. Okay, of course, there are more than just these 3 situations lah. Sometimes you will get situations where bila kamu lorekkan, kamu lorek begini saja. Ini saja yang dia minta sebenarnya. Okay, but these are very rare lah. Okay, and if we ever come to that question, then we will talk about it lah. But these are the 3 most common situations. Okay, these are the 3 most common situations, 1, 2, 3, that you will see when we are problem solving. Okay, then secondly, I also taught you how to calculate terbalik. If I give you the probability, how to go terbalik. Okay, and we use the same method, except that there is one extra step that you need to think about. You need to think about whether the Z is negative or the Z is a positive value. Because the table doesn't tell you whether it's a negative value or positive value, neither does the calculator. Okay, when we use a standard normal distribution, and when we use the standard values, the calculator cannot tell you whether it is negative or positive, the Z value lah. Okay, so you will have to think about it yourself. And how we did it was we analyzed the question. We looked at the probability and we looked at the question. If both the signs are in the same direction, then we know that Z is negative, whether it's less and less or more and more. The moment the probability and the question sign is in different directions, then we know that the Z value is positive. So have all this in mind because a standard problem, a normal question, I cannot use the word standard and normal. A very common question. Okay, satu soalan yang sangat lazim bila kita menjawab normal distribution is to involve both processes. They will give you the X score, you find the probability, and then usually the second question is they will give you the probability, they ask you to find the X score. It's a very common situation. Okay, asked in both paper 1 and paper 2, and especially in paper 2, it usually carries about 5 to 6 marks, okay, depending on the difficulty of the question. Okay, so with that in mind, let's take a look at page 71 in your workbook, question number 1. Okay, so the question is, the masses of catfish from a lake are normally distributed with a mean of 900 and a standard deviation of 30. Okay, first thing is, how do you know whether this question involves binomial distribution or normal distribution? Okay, any question that involves normal distribution must mention the words normally distributed. Okay, you see, like, you look at question number 1, you look at question number 2, you look at question number 3, right? Within the first 15 words, the word normally distributed is there. So that is a clue for you. Okay, that is a clue for you that, oh, okay, ini adalah soalan normal distribution. So saya mesti keluarkan table, saya mesti kasih sedia jadual begini, okay, so that we know how to answer. Alright, so they give you the mean of 900 and the standard deviation of 30. So in the bracket, we cannot write 30 because we want variance. So you just write 30 squared. Okay, so question give you, question give you standard deviation. In the bracket, it must still be variance. I don't want it to be standard deviation. Okay, so a catfish from the lake is selected at random. Calculate the probability that the mass is, okay, question A, less than 920. That means our probability of X is less than 920. This is what they're asking for. Okay, so if you remember from the previous class, this is the X value. So we write it down. X is 920. Okay, please convert the Z value, please convert this X value into Z value, please. You get Z equals to 920 minus 900 over 30. Not 30 squared, remember, standard deviation, 30. What is the value? Can somebody please tell me?
2 over 3.
2 over decimal place, please.
0.667.
Do we want 3 decimal place? 1, 2, 3. Okay, 0.667. Let's do that. Okay. Now, third step. Place the Z. Okay, Z is positive 0.667. So we want here lah. Okay, sebab di sini 0.667. Okay, once we place, then we lorek. How do we know which side to lorek? Left side or right side? How do we know? We take a look at the question. Okay, question say less. Less means we lorek on the left side. So here, everything over here. Okay, take a look at your lorekan. In this situation, do we read, kita baca terus ke 0.667 or we want minus? Okay, go back to our notes. In this situation, ni lah kan, this is the situation. We have to 1 minus. Okay, so this will be 1 minus, okay, let's take a look at the table 0.667. Okay. Macam buat demonstrasi saja kan, tapi sebenarnya you actually should be doing it yourself lah. Okay, fine. 0.667 So 0.6 is, astaga. Okay, 0.6 is here, 6 is here, 7 is here. Okay, 0.667, right? Yeah, okay, 0.667. So let's read this. 0.66 is here. Okay, all the way over here. So this one, 0.2546. And then we look at the number 7. Number 7 is 23. Okay, so my answer will be 2546 minus 23. Okay, we will get 2523. 0.2523 lah. Okay, 0.2523. So, coming back to this will be 1 minus 0.2523, which will give you, how much is this? Sorry. 1 minus 0.2523.
0.7477.
Okay, 7477. Okay, this is the answer according to the standard normal distribution. Okay, the answer that is given in this book, okay, is based on the calculator. Okay, and in the calculator, you can do z equals to 2 over 3 lah. Okay, you can do this if you want, use calculator, but like I said, okay, all my students must be able to read the table. Okay, so I want you to get used to the table. Use the calculator as minimally as you can. Okay, the calculator shouldn't be replacing your job. This is your job, people. Okay, brains. All right, question B. Between 870, okay, to 930. Now, if you don't remember how to write this, you can always write like this lah, okay? 870 to x to 930. You can write like this if you want. Okay, I don't really this one lah. Okay, tapi ini adalah soalan in between. Okay, so usually if you remember, soalan in between will be less and less. Dia memang tiada more and more itu. Okay, it's always less and less. But in this case, now we see we have two x values. And what do we do when we have two x values? We have to do the same work twice. Okay, x, z, graph, probability. Okay, so my x values are 870 and the other one is 930. Okay, can you convert the 870 to 930 to z values, please? 870 minus, what is our mean? Our mean is 900. Okay, 900 over 30. This one is 930 minus 900 over 30. Okay, how much is the first one and how much is the second one?
-1.
Which one?
The 870.
Okay, -1. The second one?
1.
Okay, the second one is 1. Now, let's place the two z values in here. -1 is on the left side. Okay, so left side over here. -1. 1 is on the right side. And since we want an in-between situation, okay, we shade this side. Okay, and so when we shade, okay, we go back to our notes. If we are shading in the middle, what do? We take the reading, and we minus both the readings with 1, so that we get the area in the center. Okay, so this will be 1 minus, okay, let's take a look. -1 and 1 is the same reading because the standard normal distribution doesn't care whether it is a negative or positive value. Okay, 1 and -1 will give you the same probability. Okay, and the good news is this one no need to be so difficult lah. It's just 1.0, astaga, 1.00, 1.000 lah if you want. Okay, 0.1587. So you will get 1 minus 0.1587 minus 0.1587. We minus this reading punya 1.58 out of the 0.1587 and we minus this reading punya 0.1587. Baru kita dapat yang kawasan tengah. Kita tolak yang di tepi dan kita dapat kawasan di tengah. Okay, what is our answer?
0.26.
6826.
6826. Thank you, Mr. Kam and collected holding Kam. Okay. So, so that is basically how you would do this lah. Okay, how you would use this table to help you to do this. Okay, but as I said, the table is there to help you. But all these notes yang macam ni okay, sama ada kamu mau baca dari table terus, mau tolak satu kah, atau mau tolak yang di tepi that one you have to remember. Okay, and it's easier to remember when you remember that the whole thing, okay, the area is equals to 1. The probability is always equals to 1. Okay, but if you can't remember, then use this to help you. But you must memorize lah. You have to memorize. Okay, kalau begini, cara begini baca. Kalau begini, kita kena tolak satu. Kalau begini, kita kena tolak yang dua-dua di tepi. Okay, sometimes, okay, kadang this question just kebetulan this question is the same probability, 1 and 1. Okay, but what if let's say, okay, this is my z-score. Let's say this is negative 0.25 and then this one is 1.1. Okay, dan saya mau cari in between macam ni. We still use the same thing. Except that kita kena baca the probability 2 times. Kalau 0.25, okay, 0.25 is 0.4013. Okay, so this one will be 0.4013. Kalau 1.1, kita tengok 1.10 lah. Okay, 1.10. Astaga. Hold on. Okay, 1.10 will be 0.1357. Okay, so you will get, this one is 0.1357. So how do I find this area yang di tengah? Okay, kita adalah 1 tolak 0.4013 minus 0.1357. Sebab 0.4013 ini mewakili bahagian ini. Okay, dan 0.1357 mewakili bahagian ini. So kita mau cari yang di tengah-tengah ini, bahkan kita 1 tolak kedua-dua. So sometimes you can have different Z values. In this question, you have the exact same Z value. Cuma satu adalah negatif, satu adalah positif. Okay, so be flexible that way lah. Dia boleh menjadi salah satu atau dua-dua sama. Okay, so let's bear that in mind. Okay, question number 2 and number 3 is kind of standard, so I don't really want to do that. Can we do question number 4? Let's do question number 4. Okay, question number 4 in page 72. Okay, so you are given the marks for mathematics in the common trial examinations in a district are normally distributed, okay, with a mean of 62 and a standard deviation of 8. So number 1, notice again the words normally distributed. Okay, the moment you see normally distributed, you want to write this. And you want to write down what is the mean. The mean is 62. Standard deviation is 8, but in the bracket we write variance. Okay. Now, question is find the percentage. All right. So this is what I want to talk about now. Find the percentage. In questions 1 to 3, they ask you to find the probability. Now we have to find the percentage. Okay, that's why I want to answer this question. Okay, so A, obtain grade A with marks more than 74. Therefore, probability of my X is more than 74. What is this 74? 74 is my X value. So, table again. X is 74. Okay, can somebody please calculate the Z for me, please? Remember, Z is X minus mean over standard deviation. Standard deviation.
1.5.
1.5.
Okay, so 74 minus 62 over 8 equals to 1.5. You don't write the Z, so doesn't matter lah. Okay, now 1.5 positive. So where do we place it in our graph? Okay, we place it on the kanan side. Okay, 1.5. Okay, then the next question you need to ask is, mana saya mau lorek? Okay, saya melorek sebelah kiri ke, saya melorek sebelah kanan, and we look at this sign. More than means kita lorek sebelah kanan. Okay, sampai ke hujung. Okay, kalau begini, okay, what is the strategy? Adakah kita kena tolak satu atau kita kena baca terus? In this case, we directly read it. Okay, so coming back to our table again, 1.5. Okay, 1.5 is baca terus, 0.00668. Sorry, 0.0668. Okay, can see everybody? 0. Never mind, if you cannot see, let me zoom it for you so that you can see. Nah, ambil kau. Okay, 1.5, 0.0668. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this. So this one, my probability is 0.0668. But the question did not ask for probability. The question asked for percentage. So you have to do an extra step. Okay, percentage, okay, of students. Now, percentage is the one that paling senang. Take the probability 0.0668 and then just darab dengan 100. That's why it's called peratus, you know. Okay, it's just 100 saja. Okay, so you will get 6.68%. So this is an extra step that is required in the question. Sometimes the question will ask you to count probability, stop. Sometimes the question will ask you to count percentage. Tapi stepnya sama, you still have to find the probability and then convert it to percentage. Okay, so nothing really new, just an extra step lah. Okay, percentage of students. Okay, B, fail with marks less than 45. Okay, so when we write this, what is our X value now? Our X value now is 45. And the question say, kurang daripada 45. So we do the exact same step. Okay, X is 45. Z score please.
Negative 2.125.
Negative 2.125.
125. Yeah.
Okay, negative 2.125. Let's place it in our graph. Negative 2.125 will be on the left side. Negative 2.125. Kita mau less, so kita lorek sebelah kiri. Ini pun senang lah. We just have to read directly. Okay, negative 2.125. Reading from the table. Okay, negative 2.125. So we just take 2.125 lah. Okay, look for 2.1. Sorry, I have to. Okay, 2.125. Okay, kita cari 2.1 sini. Okay, 0.0170. Lepas itu yang 5 kita tolak dengan 2. So that means 0.0170 tolak dengan 2. Ini kita akan dapat 0.0168. Guys, let me remind you, ini kau tidak boleh tekan di calculator. Okay, this one pakai logic saja ni. 170 tolak 2. Jangan juga go and type in here 0.0170 minus 2. See what's the answer you get? 1.983. Negative. Okay, bagi tahu saya. Adakah wujudnya probability yang lebih daripada 1? Tiada. Adakah wujudnya probability yang negatif? Tiada. So as I said, when you use table, when you use calculator, human brain must be smarter than the table, must be definitely smarter than the calculator. Okay, jangan main buta-buta saja. Sebab di sini cakap tolak, terus kau tolak dengan 2. No, that doesn't mean tolak dengan 2. It just means that the number at the back, 170 ini kau tolak dengan 2. Okay, dan saya pernah kena tanya ni, sir, why don't they just write down there tolak 0.0002? Dan saya cakap kalau macam itu bahkan then this table akan jadi sangat panjang lah. Okay, kamu bawa lah satu lembaran yang panjang masuk ke dalam peperiksaan. Okay, the kind of laziness that ini adalah tahap kemalasan yang menyebabkan murid saya dulu tu bertanyakan soalan yang bodoh. Okay, so please, okay, use your brains, people. Tuhan bagi kamu otak, kalau kau tidak pakaikan, sayang. Alright, so the answer will be 0.0168. Okay, 0.0168. Okay, tapi soalan minta peratus. So you still have to write lah. Okay, percentage of students, okay, equals to 0.0168, and since they're asking for percentage, you just have to multiply by 100. Okay, so you get 1.68%. And that's quite good lah, kan? 1.68% of students that fail. Okay, and then those that got A, 6.68% of students lah. Okay, if 1.68% of students fail, how many percent students pass? Tolak 100 saja lah. 1.68 minus 100, 98.32 percentage of students pass the maths paper. It's a very high percentage lah. Sikit betul orang yang gagal kan. How about this class? How many percent of you do you think you pass your maths peperiksaan pertengahan tahun? Okay, page 72, page 73, question number 1. Okay, page 73, question number 1. All right, so the heights of the students in the school, okay, are normally distributed. So once again, we see the words normally distributed with a mean, okay, mean of 160 and the variance of 169. Okay, this is the mean, this is the variance. Can somebody tell me what is the standard deviation, please? Because we need standard deviation for the z value. What is this one? Okay, it is 13. So question is, find the percentage. Okay, so underline the word percentage and bear in mind, percentage means nanti saya kena darab dengan 100 of students whose heights are less than 165 cm. Okay, let me repeat. Find the percentage of students whose heights are less than 165 cm. I'm purposely saying this 165 cm because quite a number of you in this class are in this category. Kan, Sean? Okay, A. So, question is, X is less than 165. Okay, so we do the same thing. X is 165. Z value, please.
0.3846.
3 decimal place saja.
5.
0.385.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So where do we place it in our graph? We place it on the right side because it is, are you sure it's 0.385?
Sir.
Oh, okay, fine. All right, we place it on the right side, 0.385, and then the next question is, mana kita mau lorek? Okay, kita lorek less. Less means the whole thing on the left side. Okay, kalau tempat kamu lorek macam ini, how do you read? It's 1 minus the reading. Okay, 0.385. All right, let's take a look at the table once again, 0.385. Okay, 0.385. Okay, so when you read this over here, 0.3 is this, 0.38 is this, and then 5 is tolak dengan 19. So 3520 minus 19, you get 3501. Okay, so our answer will be 0.3501. Tapi of course it is 1 minus 0.3501 lah. Sebab kita punya graph kita lorek macam itu. So what is this answer? 6499. Okay, 0.6499. But the question asks for what? Probability or percentage?
Percentage.
So percentage. Okay, what do we do to find the percentage? We just darab dengan 100 saja. Okay, and we'll get 64.99%. About 65% of the students in this school is less than 165 cm. That's quite scary. It means there are a lot of short students in this school. 165. Sean, how tall are you?
165.
So that means you're in this
Ngam
category.
ngam 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 how.
Oh yeah lah. Okay, fine. Okay, question B. 15% of the students have a height of more than h. Okay, so let's write this down in this answer. So our x value now is more than h. We don't know what is the x value. So you already know, oh, this one they never give the x value, means we want to find the x value. Means they will give you the probability. Okay, and how do you know what's the probability? Because the question said 15%. How do we change percentage to probability? We do terbalik lah. If we find probability, we convert to percentage by multiplying 100. We change percentage to probability dengan membahagi 100. Minion school. Yeah, 15 divided by 100 will be 0.15. Okay, let's be careful with this, people. Probability is now 0.15. Analyze. Okay. Probability is less or more than 0.5. Is less than 0.5. Dia kurang daripada 0.5. Question say more. So immediately you know Z value is positive. Okay, sebab dia punya anak panah adalah berarah berlainan. Remember this? Remember this? Okay, when the anak panah is berlainan arah, the Z value is positive. So the analysis of this statement is very important. Okay, so that you have all this information in mind when you do the jadual. Okay, X, Z, same thing. Graph probability. Now they give you the probability 0.15. Okay, and we know that the Z value is a positive value, so it's somewhere here lah. Okay, how do we find the Z value? We go back to the table. Okay, probability is 0.1. Astaga. Probability is 0.15. Means where are we looking? Are we looking at the side or are we looking at the middle? Okay, we are looking at the middle. Okay, we have to find for 0.15 atau nombor yang paling dekat dengan 0.15. Okay, so I see here there is 0.1492 and 0.1515. We have to tolak lah. Okay, sebab kita masih perlu minus. Okay, so obviously 1515 we want to minus 15 because kita mau dapat 1500 bahkan 0.15. Okay, yeah, sorry. So we want to have this one. Okay, we want to have this one, but kita mau tolak 15. But there is no option for 15 di sini. Kau tengok, it's either 14 atau 16. Okay, it's either 14 atau 16. We have to, okay, dia tidak boleh limpas 1500. Correct, okay. Dia tidak boleh limpas 1500. Okay, itu hadnya. So 1499 dia sudah limpas. So we cannot use the 16. We have to use the 14 because there's no 15 available. Jangan juga kamu 6.5 sepak muka, tak boleh. Okay, it's either 6 or 7. So when you come to this situation, tolak as much as you can, tetapi jangan over tolak. Ya, jangan sampai kurang dari 0.15. Okay, so we want this one, 6. Okay, 6 over here. So 1.036. Okay, 1.036. So my Z is 1.036 and I already know it is a positive value. Okay, my Z is here, 1.036. Bila saya lorek, dia adalah lebih bahkan. Okay, so it's over here. Okay, if my Z is 1.036 positive, okay, then I can already count what is my X value. We substitute lah, 1.036 equals to H. Okay, our X value is H bahkan. H, okay. What is my mean? My mean is 160 and my variance is 13. No, my variance is 169, so my standard deviation. So 160 over 13. Okay, can I have the value of H, please?
17347.
173.47 cm. Okay, so H is 173.47 cm. Tapi, look at the question. The question said, find the value of H to the nearest cm. Okay, 173.47, the nearest cm will be H equals to 173. Sebab dia belum limpas 0.5. Okay, 173 cm. Wow, 15% of the students have a height of higher than 173 cm. That's not bad. Okay, that's quite interesting lah. Okay, I'm going to do one last one and then we're going to call it a day. But anyway, this is an example of the terbalik way lah. Okay, your main priority okay, kamu punya keutamaan utama adalah make sure yang kamu boleh buat yang dari X pergi probability. Ini semua orang mesti dapat buat. Okay, it's too simple and you just have to memorize macam mana mau lorek saja. Ini semua orang, please set your personal goals. Okay, saya mesti pandai buat ini. Saya mesti pandai membaca jadual. Okay, once you're good at this, then you start working from diberi probability, disuruh mencari terbalik. Ini ada sukar sikit lah sebab ada banyak faktor yang kamu kena fikirkan. Okay, let me also tell you kenapa ini Z value ada beza kalau dia positif atau negatif. Kau tengok, if the Z is positive 1.036, my H is 173.47. Imagine if my Z is negative 1.036. Okay, what will my H be? Negative 1.036 equals to H minus 160 over 13. Okay, we'll get minus 1.06. Astaga. Minus 1.036 times 13 plus 160. We will get H equals to 146.532. Tengok, ada beza kalau jawapan kita positif dan negatif. There's a difference in your H value when you use a different Z value, positive or negative. That's why this shortcut yang saya ajar dengan kamu, it's already a shortcut lah. I cannot make it any shorter than this. Any shorter than this and it will be shorter than FR. Okay, so this is the shortest cut I can give you to help you to know whether it is Z positive or Z negative. Okay, so please commit this to memory. Sama arah saja, negatif, Z, confirm. Okay, berlainan arah, Z adalah positif. Okay, one last question now, question number 3. Okay, question number 3. The volumes of drinking water in bottles labeled as 1000 milliliters are normally distributed. Okay, so once again, normally distributed with a mean of 1015 and the standard deviation of 10. What is my variance? Standard deviation is 10, so variance is?
10 square.
10 squared, okay, you can write it 10 squared or you can write it 100, doesn't matter. Asalkan kau tulis variance inside the bracket. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that some of you are, sir, perlukah tulis ini di dalam kita punya ini? Ya, kasih perlu sajalah. Saya malas ni menjawab soalan. Perlu kan ni? Perlu. 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 Okay. Question A. Calculate the percentage of bottles which contain more than 1000 mils. Okay. So, this is very simple. X is more than 1000. Okay, this is pretty this one, except the question asks for percentage. So you have to make sure you get the probability and then times with 100. Okay, same thing. X is 1000. Calculate the Z value, please. Z is
Negative
1
1.5.
minus 1.15 over 10 negative 1. 1 ka? Oh yeah, negative 1.5.
5.
Okay, negative 1.5. So, graph. Ta-da! Negative 1.5 is on the left side sini. Mana kita mau lorek? Lebih. So here. Okay, kalau begini yang kamu lorek, you know that the probability is 1 minus, kita bacalah 1.5. Okay, let's read 1.5. Every time I come back to this jadual, I will have to erase everything. Oh my cakarayam. Okay, 1.5. 1.5 very easy lah. 0.06. 0.0668. 0.0668 kan? Okay, so 1 minus 0.0668. What is my answer, please?
0.9332.
0.9332. Tapi soalan tidak minta probability, dia minta percentage. Okay, so percentage. Very simple. Take the probability times with 100 and you will get 93.32%. Okay, the same thing we've been discussing since just now. Okay, question B is the one that's a little bit tough. Let's take a look. For a sample of 500 bottles of drinking water, okay, estimate the number of bottles that contain less than 990. Okay, let's settle the probability part first. Okay, we leave the 500 ke tepi dulu. Question very clearly says less than 990. So probability of X less than 990. Okay, so we do the same thing again. X is 990. Z value please. Bosan sudah kan? Baik kalau guna ini kan sangat membosankan. Sorry. Z value please.
-2.5.
Negative 2.5. Okay, on the left side, tapi kita mau less. Kalau less maksudnya kita melorek sebelah kiri. Kalau begini kamu lorek, kita baca terus. 2.5. Okay, let's take a look. 2.5 is here. 0.00621. Okay, take everything, 0.00621. Wow, it's very small probability. So probability is 0.00621. Now the question is not asking for percentage. The question is not asking for probability. It is asking for the number of bottles. Okay, asking for the number of bottles. So you need to think about this. The number of bottles. Apa ini? Number of bottles equals to the probability times with how many bottles are there altogether. Okay, in the question it says 500 bottles. Okay, and that's why the 100 is there. So if you take a look, it is the exact same question as the percentage question. Except the percentage question is 100 bottles. Okay, in this question is I give you 500 bottles. You give me how many bottles are there that have the water that's less than 990 mils. Okay, and that's how we estimate. Okay, that's how scientists and mathematicians and engineers and accountants and whatever field we use estimates to figure out, how many bottles will be defective, how many light bulbs dia akan rosak bila kamu manufacture. There is a probability element to all of this. Okay, sorry, what's the answer, please?
3.105.
3.105. Okay, now my question is this. Percentage we can use decimal place, no problem. Okay, number of bottles we cannot. Adakah istilah bilangan botol 3.105? Tiada. Okay, no need to say sorry if you're answering first. Just answer first. I'm sure Deschanel is like, can anybody in this class answer? Why am I the only one answering? Okay, dia saja ahahaha, tetapi sebenarnya dalam hati kan membara sudah. Tiada orang menjawab. Okay, so tiada istilah 3.105 bottles. Kita kena kasih bulat nombor. Okay, my question is this. 3 bottles or 4 bottles?
3.
Why not 4?
3.
Dia melebihi 3 sudah, Pak?
If you round off.
So if I round off, it's 3,
Yeah.
What if my number of bottles, okay, fine. The number of bottles is 3 lah. I give you this answer lah. Tapi, katakanlah, let's say the probability I find, yada, bila saya darab 500 kan, saya dapat 3.71 botol.
That's 4 bottle.
Really 4 bottle?
Yeah.
3 bottle at 1 cup is the most ridiculous lah, but can lah. Okay. Even if the number of bottles is 3.71, the answer remains at 3 because you haven't reached the 4th bottle yet. Belum sampai botol keempat.
Even 3.999. Like
Even
that.
3.99. Selagi tidak sampai botol keempat, kita andaikan 3 botol saja yang akan rosak. Okay, so rounding off, there is a reason why we don't round this off lah. Okay, this is just basically logical thinking. Okay, dia tidak sampai botol keempat. Okay, that's why kita tidak boleh mengandaikan yang 4 botol akan di sana. Baru 3 botol saja. Okay, so be careful lah in this kind of situation lah. But I have heard, adalah saya pernah dengar ura-ura, and this one I don't know how true it is lah. Okay, if you answer, let's say 3.71 lah yang kau dapat, if you answer 3 atau 4, okay, you will get the mark. Tapi ini sangat ketara lah, this one cannot be 4. Okay, apalagi kalau macam Eldon tanya tadi kan 3.999 lah, kalau kamu jawab 3 atau kamu jawab 4, you will still get the final mark lah. Okay, so but this is an ura-ura. I don't know how true this is lah. Okay, maybe if there's any experienced teacher or any examiner that is watching this YouTube video, maybe you can help us to let us know lah. Okay, as far as I know, if it's me, selagi dia tidak sampai botol keempat, selagi dia tidak sampai orang keempat nah, saya selalu andaikan 3. Walaupun jawapan yang saya dapat adalah 3.999. Okay, I will still say that it's 3 sebab dia belum sampai orang keempat. Okay, so with that, okay, I want to give you the homework for today lah. Okay, sorry I have to change everything again. Self exercise 5.13, page 182, question number 3 to 6. Okay, I want you to do all these 4 first. Okay, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Tomorrow we will answer a few more, and then we will officially close this chapter, and then next week I will give you a briefing about the upcoming project.